Hey everyone, David. So, me and my dad got the official copyright in for our economic recovery plan for California. So that is a huge plus. I'm super ecstatic about that. I've made new contact with someone to possibly help on charity. Tomorrow I have a interview to do with my charity, actually. So that's a huge plus. So things are kind of taking off. Still really looking at the aspect of running for governor in 2022. Because the problem is we need someone that's going to get up there and represent the people and fight for the people. Not just somebody that's, super, how to put it, not just somebody that's out there and the people love, but doesn't really have a goal or a plan in mind, and not just somebody with a plan that doesn't have the energy, not just somebody that's winning by the fact that they're known throughout Hollywood and is already clearly lied. Damn sure don't need another Gavin. So I'm definitely looking at it. Oh yeah, and also not somebody doing crooked stuff behind the scenes. Like, honestly, the people that have been up there, I don't think meet the caliber of candidates that we need, and none of them truly I think is ready to fight the system. We gotta have somebody ready to fight the system and take on what's going on in the world today and take on the government. Really challenge everything. Every candidate has a serious fault. I got mine, but a lot of my faults are, behind me. And I got enough self-accountability that I own my mistakes. And now I have the copyrighted economic recovery plan that I could literally post everything up right now, and the only way anyone could use it would either they'd have to give full credit to me and my dad, or they couldn't use anything in it. And right now, that's kind of where I stand, because I'm looking at the idea of running, I'm looking at all this different stuff, and I think if anyone wants to use any piece of our economic recovery plan, I think requiring them to give credit to me and my dad is a huge deal. Because my dad's got his faults, but he's absolutely brilliant. The people I know around us, they're absolutely brilliant. I know a lot of really smart people. Doesn't mean I'm exactly there, but I'm there enough. I'm there enough, but my big piece is I stand for the people and with the people. So I would be a candidate that actually is trying to fight for the people. Not fight for any special interests or any political or any of this different stuff. If I enter the race, it's going to be because I'm going in fighting for the people. This country is for we, the people. But you got to understand there's sides to everything. And we have to protect some sides. So every side needs its own version of a protection. Like, for instance, the Wee Spa. Look, the Wee Spa. Here's this simple. You want to fix the problem? Call it a co-ed and make it known where you stand. This way, when someone comes there, they know that they're walking in somewhere that is going to be in support and doing that kind of stuff. Because right now, what you did was 100% wrong. That person had a right to know that that was a possibility. But we have to also understand that trans people, they got rights too. And we got to protect that. But that woman had a right to protect her and her kids. And the fact that she was not aware of any of this stuff prior, it doesn't help your argument on that side of the community. So everybody has to stand together and stand up and fight what's going on in the world. And that's where I come in, because I grew up on the left. Like I said, I was a juggalo. I got in trouble. I was pro Bill Clinton. I definitely have no issue with the legalization of marijuana, because I think that it has a lot more medicinal purposes. If we're going to look at stuff like this being okay, if we're going to look at stuff like alcohol being okay, any of that, then that should be perfectly fine, because there literally is no fault. The only reason the government has a problem with it is because it's hard for them to manage it. It's hard for them to manage it because it grows naturally and all this different stuff like that, and that's why they got a problem with it. They got a problem with it because of, they can't control it the way they want. So we have to start standing together, and we got to stand up for what's right. And sometimes the right thing requires a little bit on the sacrifice side. So, we have to start standing up and fighting for rights and freedoms of everybody and everything. We need to start rebuilding some of the damn communities. I get it. The crime rates and all that stuff in the black communities are extremely high and all this different stuff. But see, the problem is, they've been the ones getting affected by a broken school system since the beginning. They've had a broken school system since the very beginning. They've never really had a chance in the black community. They do to an extent, but they've been taught wrong for so many years. It's just not even fair. And it really just became a lot more mainstream and a lot more into other schools and stuff like that parents are starting to find out, especially with the homeschooling and stuff like that. So we got to start fixing things. The only way to fix, the problems is you got to go to the root. You got to start at the root and work your way out. And that's where I stand. I stand on, we got to fix the root of the problem. Now, people might not agree with some of my fixes, but let's look at the school systems in general. For instance, the history books. You have one side that's teaching, that's basically controlling how the history is wrote and what needs to be taught, what shouldn't be taught, what not. No, that's not how it works. You don't get to pick and choose to make it to where you want it to be. And that has to be addressed. And, one thing we have to do is we need to partner with people like the Smithsonian. We need to partner with people like the History Channel and get real factual history. Factual. See, I grew up in the South. I'm from Alabama. And I can't tell you just how many times, because I was Southern and white, I'm automatically racist. But there's one piece that a lot of people don't know about. Did you know there were 2 counties in the state of Alabama that fought along the side of the Union? Bet you didn't, unless you watched the History Channel. And that is Walker County, the county I'm from, and I forget the other county, but there was another county more to the southern part of the state. And guess what? They fought alongside the Union. They helped the Union. So you get that, right? There's things that's being left out of history books, and you paint the whole South like it's just this massive racist hellhole. And that's just not the case. So, we have to start changing a lot of this kind of stuff. We have to start addressing it. And the only way to do it is to remove any form of bipartisan. We have to remove any form of bipartisan. We need to teach actual, factual, real deal history. You want to bring up about us going and coming in here and conquering and all this different shit. I'm sorry. You're going to sit there and defend this and basically make it like we're the only ones that's ever done this. I'm sorry, that's not how that works. Yes, we came in. We took it over. Yes, we did trick a lot of the Native Americans to selling us the land at a severely reduced rate. And they got their payment back with their, casino. They got their own land where they put up their own casinos and have their own laws and rules. And it's absolutely wonderful what they've accomplished. So we have to start really looking at what happened. Those that do not know their own history are doomed to repeat it. Period. You're doomed to repeat it if you don't know it. That is a fact that you will... Stupid freaking phone. That is a fact that you will repeat your history if you don't know it. And that's why they want to destroy it, because they want to bring in their own version of history. And that has to be fixed, addressed. We can't allow it anymore. Period. I mean, this is America, damn it. And I'll be damned if I'm going to sit here and let communism come in and take over my damn country. I'll be damned if I'm going to sit there and allow the black community to be sit there and constantly mistreated, and treated as if they are, well, being, how to put it, used. Yeah, used would be the proper term that I would definitely go with, because the Democrats have done nothing but use the black community. I mean, the Great Switch and all that stuff that's been going on, yeah. You've even got a freaking president saying that he's going to back in the day saying that this would keep basically, he used a different word, but keep the black community voting for them forever. That is freaking stupid that something like that can be done, and yet they're still winning. They founded the damn KKK. They're still winning. All this different stuff going on, and they're winning. What the hell, Republicans? Look at the damn original Republican Party. The original Republican Party, a majority were black. Seriously. We're supposed to be the party that invites everyone. And we've become so much focused on, let's look at the Confederate statue that was there, that came up and all this different stuff. And the Republicans didn't stand against. Why didn't the Republicans come in and say, oh no, we're not going to tear it down, but we will move it to a museum? You know, that's what the Republicans should be doing. That's what the Republicans should be doing. They should be standing for everyone. Everyone. The Judeo-Christian values. Look, I'm fine with that. And I think that is a good path for America. But, you know, this is America. You're not going to get rid of any of that. So, it's just simple. We have to address things. We have to be Americans and we have to be Republicans. I'll let y'all go. Thank you.